In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on July 31st, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Seattle Mariners versus Houston Astros. On Sunday afternoon, the Seattle Mariners and Houston Astros collide in the final game of their 4-game series at Minute Maid Park. The Mariners will start rookie right-hander George Kirby, while the Astros counter with Jake Odorizzi. Seattle is 21-5 in their last 26 games following a win, and 21-6 in their last 27 games overall, while the under is 7-2 in their last 9 games against a team with a right-handed starter. Houston is 37-15 in their last 52 games following a loss, and 29-14 in their last 43 division games, while the under is 6-2 in their last 8 home games. The Mariners will give rookie right-hander George Kirby another spot in the rotation with a start against the Astros on Sunday afternoon. He fired off 5 innings, giving up 0 runs while taking a no decision in last Tuesday's win over the Rangers. Kirby was called up from AAA at Tacoma for that start after he was sent down to manage his workload. He has a rock-solid 3.5 ERA, and although he is facing one of the better lineups in baseball here, he should be able to deliver a strong performance. Seattle is a different team than they were back in April. They come into this matchup with the 6th highest ERA while allowing the 5th fewest runs per game. They walk the 4th fewest number of batters and get one of Houston's worst starters in Jake Odorizzi. I get the reasoning for backing Houston here, but the Mariners turned the tide a bit with their comeback win over Houston on Saturday, and I think they could take another here. George Kirby has had his ups and downs, but I like what I've seen from him this season, and I'm not a Jake Odorizzi fan by any means, if I'm being honest. I honestly wish we had the same kind of value from the first couple games of the series, so the Seattle Mariners money line is our full game side pick. Seattle entered Saturday having seen the under post a 52 to 47-2 mark in their first 103 games. The Mariners entered Saturday's game 23rd in the majors with 4.05 runs per contest, and that climbs slightly to 4.1 runs per game away from T-Mobile Park, which is 22nd in the majors. Seattle has an average total of 7.9 runs per contest, and that number climbs to 8.12 runs per contest on the road. Houston has seen the under hit in 61 of their 101 games on the year, with 3 pushes heading into Saturday. The Astros are just 14th in runs per game as they average 4.5 runs per contest this season. That number bumps up to 4.57 runs per game at Minute Maid Park to this point of the season. Houston's average total on the year is 7.86 runs per contest, a number that drops to only 7.81 runs per game as the home team. While Odorizzi hasn't been great, the Mariners' offense could use improvement. Jake Odorizzi will toe the rubber for the Astros after being cleared of a blister he suffered on his throwing arm last week against the Athletics. He was charged with 6 runs over 5 innings and did not look particularly sharp, but the blister had something to do with it. He comes into this matchup against Seattle with a 4.25 ERA, 1.23 WHIP, and a 38-15 Kelvin BB ratio over 53 innings of work. He should be throwing the ball better than he was last week, and with the way both teams are pitching this season, this game should stay under the projected total. In their last 10 matchups, both teams have combined to score only 6.6 runs per game, which is far lower than the total here. This game ends up falling short of the total as missed opportunities abound on both sides. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Oakland Athletics versus Chicago White Sox. The Oakland Athletics and Chicago White Sox will close out a 3-game series on Sunday afternoon at Guaranteed Rate Field. This will be the rubber game after Chicago evened the set with a 3-2 win on Saturday as a -190 favorite. Oakland is having a tough season at 39-64, while the White Sox are 3 games out of the American League Central lead at 50-50. These teams were closely matched last year, with the White Sox winning the season series 4-3. Looking at the last 7 games for each pitcher, it has been 2 different seasons, as Adam Oller is pitching to a 4.58 ERA in 17.2 innings in that span, while Dylan Cease is pitching like a Cy Young young candidate with an outstanding 0.62 ERI in 42.2 innings. Hitting with runners in scoring position is a huge factor to win, as the White Sox are 11th in MLB with a .768 team OPS in those situations, while the Athletics are 27th with a .668 team OPS in those points of the game. Cease is having a very nice year, and he's on a great run right now. In his last 3 starts alone, Cease has 18.2 clean frames under his belt with 13 hits and 6 walks in a trio of wins. As for Aller, he's given up 6 earned in 9.1 innings over his last 2 starts. If Cease can keep it going, Chicago should have the upper hand win-wise in the finale. The Athletics already have enough trouble winning games on a daily basis, and this is about as big of a pitching mismatch as there is. So the Chicago White Sox to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Dylan Cease has been an absolute stud in his last 15 starts, as he has a 1.87 ERI and 81.2 innings pitched. So Oakland is not going to score their implied team total. Adam Aller should not pitch enough to factor into too many runs being scored. Neither offense has too much power in their lineup this season, as the Athletics are 29th in the sport with a .346 slugging percentage, while the White Sox are 20th with a .384 slugging percentage as a whole. The under is 5-1-2 in their last 8 games against one another in Chicago. Aller is coming off a fairly effective start against a great Astros lineup, and it's fair to wonder if the White Sox can fully take advantage of a struggling pitcher anyway. Chicago has not come close to meeting expectations with just a 99 WRC plus on the season, and not having Robert in the lineup hurts a lot. Neither bullpen could be considered a strength, but are both at least near the middle of the pack by ERI, which should be enough to limit the weak opposing offenses. Expect another low-scoring game here, especially with Cease on the hill. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Dodgers versus Colorado Rockies. The high-flying Los Angeles Dodgers continue their weekend series at Coors Field on Sunday as they look to continue their domination over the Colorado Rockies and the rest of the National League West. These clubs are at opposite ends of the spectrum as Los Angeles enters with a cushy 12-game lead atop the division, while the Rockies occupy the cellar. The Dodgers will trot out Tony Gonsolin here, while the Rockies counter with German Marquez. The Dodgers are 6-1 in their last 7 road games and 58-25 in their last 83 Sunday games. The Rockies are 4-0 in their last 4 during Game 4 of a series and 3-7 in their last 10 overall. The over is 16-7-3 in Dodgers' last 26 Sunday games. The under is 6-1 in Rockies' last 7 home games. The Dodgers are 47-18 in the last 65 meetings. Fade the Dodgers at your own peril. The club is one of the most successful franchises over the last decade, and this may be their strongest team yet. There are virtually no holes in their lineup, and they are getting contributions from seemingly everyone they trot out to the hill. Gonsolin is enjoying a breakout season and looks poised to bounce back against a reeling Rockies team that is just 2-7 in their last 9 games. The Dodgers are 20-4 in July and a staggering 47-17 in their last 64 versus the Rockies. Tony Gonsolin has been tagged a bit this month, but he's still one of the best pitchers in baseball with his 2.26 ERI and 0.88 WHIP. We can't say the same for German Marquez and his struggles, which includes a 6.12 ERI and .308 allowed batting average at home. Look for the Dodgers to have no issues generating hits and runs against the struggling Marquez as they cruise to another easy win in the Mile High City. There's only one way to go here, and that's to side with the Dodgers. So the Los Angeles Dodgers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Colorado has been going under the total at a high rate of late, with 4 of its last 5 games going under the number. The Rockies have also gone under in 5 of their last 6 home games, as the altitude has not been enough to create high-scoring games. Their struggles are going to continue against Gonsolin, who is coming off just his first loss of the season. Marquez has started trending in the right direction as well, so I expect him to have more success than he has had against the Dodgers so far this year. This line is much trickier to break down than the game outcome. The high line reflects the nature of Coors Field, so even if both teams post impressive totals, there's no guarantee they will combine for the over. After dropping 13 runs in the series opener, the Dodgers demonstrated Thursday night that they can carry any run total by themselves. However, expect Gonsolin to continue his brilliance and keep the Rockies' solid offense at bay here, making the over look a bit daunting even if Los Angeles brings the lumber once again. The under is 4-1 in the Rockies' last 5. We will see runs here, but not enough to hit this higher total. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.